He gets cover, I guess.
Yep.
Ah, see, take that, table. One of them crit too. 25 for 7 points of damage, and he gets a -2 penalty to attacks.
The swarm strikes true. And that ends round 8. On to round 9. Only 2 foes remain. One is bloodied, one is pretty much cornered.
I was thinking of running away, though.
Massimo takes cover behind Corvus. No, that's not something Massimo would do. He moves such that Corvus is between the burly gnoll. I forgot how I started that sentence, but he positions himself such that Corvus is between himself and the gnoll. He's not taking cover behind Corvus. He launches an Eldritch Blast at the gnoll, but misses. The spotted gnoll drops his bow, pulls out a hand axe, shifts into the corner, and tries to strike Nima.
Hand axe, eh?
You call that an axe?
And he chops into Nima for 5 damage, Nima down to 41 out of 54. The burly gnoll takes a shot at Rekt. Rekt, who was not paying attention, or was he? -3 he was, because he attacked the burly gnoll. Nails Rekt.
No, wait. Winter's gonna use a disruptive strike on that burly gnoll.
So what does that do?
It's an immediate interrupt if you or an ally is attacked by a creature.
Right, but what does it do?
It takes a penalty to the attack roll for the triggering attack equal to 3 plus your wisdom modifier, which in this case is a total of 5.
Alright, go ahead and use that. In the meanwhile, the gnoll is still hitting Rekt. Rekt, who is holding up his hands in prayer and waving them around like a madman.
What? Well, it's a pitiful attack. 16 versus AC.
Yeah, that's in fact a miss. The gnoll plants the arrow through Rekt's hand and nails Rekt's hand into his clavicle, shattering his clavicle for 16 damage, Rekt down to 10 out of 48 hit points.
I think he got a critical hit. Maybe.
Winter.
Winter, annoyed that his previous attack failed, walks over the table, approaches the burly gnoll, and uses Splintering Shot on it. That's a 26 versus AC for 19 damage.
Wintier's arrow burrows into the gnoll's flesh and shatters, sending splinters of wood deep into the wound. Cries out in agony.
And that's a -2 penalty to its attack rolls until the end of the encounter. And he says, that's how you shoot a bow. And then he uses an action point. I said he uses an action point.
I think Maptil disagrees with you.
And he uses a twin strike on the burly gnoll. And that's a 29, which is a critical for 16 damage. Who cares about the second attack?
Wintier plants an arrow straight through the gnoll's heart, nailing it to the wall, and for kicks shoots a second arrow at its ear.
Only I'm allowed to shoot arrows at people. Then maybe Corvus. Then maybe Nima. But not you.
Coltain.
Coltain backs up. And he charges at that spotted gnoll. It's a terrible failure. Again, for a total of 14.
The gore stuck on the end of the halberd put Coltain off balance.
Ah! He says.
Damn my awesomeness. It's a curse as much as a blessing.
If only I could keep being awesome after being awesome.
Nima will attempt to use Bond of Pursuit on her oath. So that's a 22 with a hit of 16.
Nima's axes taste gnoll flesh.
And then she will shift to be north of it.
Wrecked.
Wrecked is still pretty darn fine, I think.
Shattered clavicle, hand stuck to him by an arrow. No biggie.
It's just a flesh wound. He'll use his second wind. Actually, you know what? He'll use his healing word on Massimo first. Then he'll use his own second wind.
Does Massimo have a healing surge left? Because he's only got one, right?
He does? Okay, in that case I better... CJ?
What I can tell you is that NPCs only have one healing surge. What I can't tell you is whether he's used his yet or not.
Go for it.
Okay, well... fine, I'll go for it. Make him use the healing word on Massimo. might be completely useless, but
He still gets a ton of bonus healing, doesn't he? Or is that dependent upon the surge being spent?
actually, you know what I should have done? I should have just used my Belt of Sacrifice, given him 2 surges to make sure he has a surge, and then use my healing word.
But then, if he already had a surge, then I don't think you can give him more than his max number of... Or could you?
Yeah.
Anyway, too late now, so... roll and tell me all the stuff. He does have a healing surge.
Okay. He gets 7 plus 9. He gets plus 16.
I don't know if that's enough.
Which is the healing surge macro F5?
F5.
So what's the total bonus?
Plus 16.
Every single time you use that power, everyone's just amazed at the sheer number of hit points being regained.
Rex
would've been
Blessing visibly improves Massimo's state.
If I had Beacon of Hope, it would have been 21. And then I'm going to use my second wind here. Might as well. And I heal by 13, which doesn't even get me out of bloodied, but whatever. And I'm in total defense.
Almost there, wrecked at 23 out of 48, on the cusp of being unbloodied. Is that over?
Yeah.
Corvus.
Corvus, why not? He just jumps over the thing there, the table.
Because all the cool kids are doing it.
Oh, you know what? No, this is what John would do. John would go onto the table, stand on the table, and shoot the last gnoll. I think that's worthy of John. Well, on lack of other attack. Ooh, wait, what's this?
Does he have any cool encounter powers?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's an awesome encounter power here. Okay, well, there's not anything that's crazy, so I'll make him use his Winter Spirit, which is 1 weapon damage plus
Hey,
cold
leave
damage.
Winter's Spirit alone.
Winter's Spirit is mine. Ah, this is totally John.
That was
You know,
a whole lot
every
of
time-
nothing.
Jen.
This is. Oh yeah, she has
Yeah.
her.
I
Her
can
thing.
use Divine Guidance
Yes.
because this is my Oath of Enmity.
Okay, so I just get to re-roll, right?
There you go. Use a second attack roll and use either result.
That doesn't help much, but at least it's not a fumble. It's a 12 versus Fortitude. If it somehow hits, it's dealing 14 points of cold damage.
Winter spirits swirl and dance in eddies of snow that appear where your attack fails.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thus ends round 9, on to round 10. 1 gnoll left, he's bloodied. You got this in the pocket.
Unless we all fumble continuously.
You know, you say it like that, CJ, and I suddenly doubt. I'm suddenly terrified that some demon orangutans are going to appear.
Or a boar?
Massimo
boar's gonna
leaps over the
break.
table. Hurls an eldritch blast that strikes the gnoll. The gnoll begins running away, provoking an opportunity attack from Nima.
Which she will take. If he's moving away, does that mean that I get the bonus to that, or do I just get it to my next attack?
Isn't the condition he has to end his turn not adjacent to you? Not just move away from you? Or I could be
No,
mistaken, I don't
hers.
recall what the power is.
Hang on, I'll read it out. If your Oath of Enmity target moves away from you willingly, you gain a bonus damage against the bonus to damage rolls against the target equal to 2 plus your dexterity modifier. So I think that's...
No, that answers that.
yeah, that would be 6 until the end of your next turn. So that's basic melee attack.
And he's running, so you get combat advantage.
And I guess I get to do it twice, right?
Man, you've been rolling all the misses.
Yeah, I know, it's my third one. But I do get to roll it twice, I think, because it's my Oath of Enmity.
Should be, yeah. It's the only enemy
Thank
adjacent
goodness.
to
So that's a 22 with a hit of 17.
you. 13.
Yes, a hit of 13, that's right.
The gnoll begins to run away. Nima spins around and chops off its leg.
Try to run now! It will, I know.
That's the last of them. Well done, everyone. Let's see if we can calm down this dire boar.
And I'm gonna go check on my, hopefully, new pet that's unconscious. And then we can check for secrets.
Alright.
If that's actually the end of combat rolls. I'm in combat.
And yep, that ends combat rounds. All enemies are
Yay.
down. All that's left is this enraged dire boar.
Let's feed the bodies of the gnolls to it. I'm sure it'll like it.
Alright, Winter, Goldane says. You have a way with animals, right? Maybe you can calm it down by not shooting arrows at it.
Nima makes a perception check for secrets while other people are taking care of the creature. And gets a 33.
Oh, maybe there's like a poop-stained bracelet Goldane can wear.
Yes!
Alright, well it's going to take Nima a little while to search the room, so what are people doing in the meanwhile?
Rect is gonna take a breather, because he's the only one that's still bloodied.
Winter is looking at Goldane dubiously. Goldane says, "You're a ranger, right? You know how to calm down angry animals, right? Other than killing them?"
That does need to be specified.
Winter kinda shrugs his shoulders. So, maybe. Could just kill it.
This is his favorite type of animal to kill, one that is bound and otherwise unable to attack back.
No, Winter, we can't kill it because we need to bring it back to Mr. Deepgem for the reward. Everyone likes rewards, right? I know I do. So no killing. Now tell me, do you know of a way you could calm it down?
We could...
Happy.
And Winter wonders, could he use nature to try and soothe the angry boar?
And if he does that, Nima will stop her search to help him out, if that's okay.
You know, we could just feed that dire boar all the bodies, and after eating all that meat, it might just fall asleep, you know?
That might be figured out by a nature check, maybe.
So yes, is he walking in there?
Oh, no. Handle animal, huh? Make a nature check to calm down a natural beast. Is this dire boar a natural beast?
Alright, so...
I would say no, but...
It probably is. And yes, it will be a nature check, but before you roll that, we're gonna have to find out next session whether Winter is able to calm down this enraged creature. Who, based on the art, I don't know if you can quite see it, but look at those menacing red eyes, and what is that, horns coming out of its fur in random places?
That is the definition of all dire animals, CJ. No, seriously, they just have spiky bits that come out of them everywhere.
And red eyes.
If you ever played, like, the first Neverwinter Nights, you could fight dire badgers and dire, like, raccoons and things, and they were spiky badgers. It was pretty silly.
Alright, so that's where we will be ending the session. So we get to find out next time whether Nima finds any secrets within this room full of elaborate murals that required lots of description, and whether the Drogans, or the elves specifically, will be able to calm down this beast.
I still say we just feed it with all the meat that's lying around. It'll fall asleep.
So thanks for coming, folks. Any newcomers, you can come by next week, Thursday. We do this every Thursday, 9:50 p.m. Eastern North American time, which I believe is 1:50 in the morning GMT. But yeah, thanks for coming, players. Thanks for coming, viewers.
We should ask for experience, apparently. Well, we should, really.
I was more thinking, do I get to do my short rest?
Well, no, people are doing stuff. They might piss off this boar enough that it interrupts your rest.
Also, while you guys are still there, viewers, please do check out the forums. There's all sorts of interesting things happening there, maybe.
dnd-d.com.
Such as trying to predict when Corvus is gonna die, and apparently today is not the day because he's still at full HP.
Well,
Wow.
you never know.
That's
Today's
really
not the
weird.
session, that's for sure, but it might still be this in-game day.
Yeah. Still, I think this is the first time that John's character was not injured at all in a battle. Ever.
I think you're right about that. I don't even notice that. And he was attacked. What, once maybe?
Twice. He dodged twice, I think.
Nice. John would be... well, I don't know if he'd be proud, but he'd be happy, I guess.
He'd be pissed. He'd be like, what the hell are you doing my character?
Clearly you failed if he's not taking damage.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta go, because I need to work on my thingy.
Alright, see ya.
Have a good night, Dave, and have a good night to everyone else.
Good night, everyone else.
Good night, everyone, and thank you for viewing.
Until next time.